After watching Survivor Series where the champions actually clash with one another, this pay-per-view title continues to make even less sense than before.
United States Championship. You think about the great.
With how many times Bobby Roode spun around during his entrance, it's amazing that he hasn't lost his balance or got very dizzy by now.
Every SmackDown Championship will be defended.
Like they usually are at almost every pay-per-view prior to this, once again making this pay-per-view extravaganza completely pointless. I'm going to be completely honest here. Dolph Ziggler's placement into this United States Championship match was random and out of the blue. Prior to the announcement 4 weeks ago, when did Dolph ever go after Baron Corbin at the US title? Exactly, never did. Previously on WWE.
Corbin in the corner.
This has to be the 50th time I've seen this happen in 2017.
Dolph Ziggler, said he was just an entrance.
Well, ever since entering the main roster, Bobby Roode still has been nothing but an entrance, so Dolph wasn't wrong once again in referring to him as an entrance.
Corbin looking to take his time here.
Taking your time on one opponent in a triple threat match while another opponent sits back and relaxes on the outside? No, that's a very bad strategy. Walking! Lots and lots of walking!
List of accolades longer than Byron's letter to Santa.
Byron Saxton writing letters to Santa. Why is that a sin, aside from the ridiculous idea of adults writing letters to Santa Claus? Because it's probably true.
Move here!
Wasn't the intended target, but I don't think Corbin would take it back.
If any wrestler ever apologized for accidentally hitting the wrong target with a clothesline, they shouldn't even be in the ring. So of course Baron wouldn't take it back, Corey.
Cover, Corbin, cover!
Quit your cheerleading, Corey. See that additional camera over there to the right? Sure, WWE's trying to test out more virtual reality stuff, but that stuff could easily get knocked down and destroyed. That, or the wrestlers could trip over them. Hell, one day a wrestler could suffer a career-ending injury all just because he tripped on a camera.
No! Oh!
Let me ask this. How would a backbreaker on the floor be any more devastating than in the ring, especially considering Baron's opponents would still end up landing on his knee and not the floor?
Here it is!
Ziggler is United!
I'm honestly surprised that Bobby didn't break up that pinfall, especially since he didn't even get hit with the end of days at all. Also, upon watching the following edition of SmackDown, this title victory is just as random and forgettable as Dolph's involvement in this match.
This looks a little too big?
How does that shirt look too big for you in any way? You're stretching it out, and when you're doing that, it looks about as big as your size.
I'm trying to do what's best for SmackDown Live.
In other words, best for business, which means, in other words, Daniel Bryan loves being the authority despite constantly poking fun at the former authority.
Nope, we're both going to be inside the ring.
Why?
Dolph Ziggler didn't belong in that match. He didn't earn it.
Baron Corbin would be great at Cinema Sins 2 expansion.
Byron, when's your birthday?
August 20th.
Cancel.
Canceling birthdays is impossible unless you kill... Oh, I see what Corey's planning to do to Byron. Exposed!
On the 12th day of Rusev,
The 12 Days of Rusev song.
13th day of my pup.
If Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin never interrupted Aiden English, what number do you predict he would have gotten to before he stopped singing? Because I think it'd be a painful lot. Introducing Chad and Shelton.
Pancakes! This is this.
Most of those pancakes are never eaten. At least treat your pancakes with care, Biggie.
11 days! Locked down! 10 days!
Can we just get to the match already? Entrances for this tag team title match has been going on for the past 6 minutes.
Disgusting pancakes.
Corey Graves hates pancakes.
Rare situation. You never see a match.
With all 8 wrestlers fighting in the ring at one time, how the hell can the referee tell who's legal, especially since it's a fatal 4-way tag team match? In my opinion, this match needed 2 referees more than the tag team match coming later tonight. Also, since there are no disqualifications in a fatal 4-way match, why is there even such a thing as legal wrestlers, since they can't get disqualified for simply hanging out in the ring and not being on the apron?
Experience of Shelton Benjamin, who
Jimmy, never mind. Uso reacted before Shelton Benjamin could connect with a punch.
It looked like Benjamin took a shot at Jay.
What idiot yells at one of their opponents and alerts them about an oncoming pinfall? Does Aiden not want to win this match or something? Does Chad Gable secretly have an alliance with Aiden English? Because he had told Aiden to watch out from being kicked. I'm starting to get suspicious here.
Double cover! Double cover here!
When there's a double pinfall, doesn't the referee normally count with both his hands since 2 pairs of shoulders were down on the mat?
so much for the truth.
So much for the truce. Corey, just because the Usos and the New Day made a truce from competing against each other in one-on-one tag team matches does not mean that they'd help each other win if it's a fatal 4-way match. Also, it's the WWE. Who cares about stupid truces? Byron Saxton looking like he's constipated over there. Why didn't Rusev do that thing where he pulls his opponent back, contorting their body, kind of like what he did to Kalisto at Extreme Rules a year ago? Maybe then Team Rusev Day would have had the match won. Chad continues to impress me with his feat of strength as demonstrated with that German suplex to Biggie.
Of beauty, brawn, and brain.
Heel wrestler wants to have a villainous stable on her side as a way of being able to achieve a championship cliche.
The Lumberjacks!
Why do the Lumberjacks get their own entrances here, but in pretty much every single Lumberjack match they come out one by one to the theme of the show? Why the change? Oh wait, there's not that many matches on the card and they need to do something to waste the time. Also, 2 minutes worth of entrances for wrestlers who are not even participants in this match. Who gives a shit about Hulu?
Now we saw Naomi a moment ago. She's not happy to see the Riot Squad.
Well, Naomi got taken out for a few weeks because of the Riot Squad. Of course she wouldn't be happy to see them.
Clash of Champions is presented by...
Skip! The bell rung before the entrances began, and now the bell rings again, and the match still has not begun.
friend that Charlotte Flair has is Naomi.
But Naomi's a lumberjack, not a tag team partner, so if anything, the other lumberjacks should keep an eye on her to make sure she's not helping Charlotte win the match.
Naomi to say, but at the end of the day, Naomi...
Yay.
Let's mug her first, then we'll get her back in the ring.
Byron Saxton is a hypocritical asshole, since he had no problem with Naomi taking shots at Natalya 15 seconds ago.
I don't wear glasses, I have 2013 vision, Byron.
2013 vision? The fuck?
Heading into this match, spending so much time...
Haha, you failed to clothesline Charlotte over the top rope.
This strategy is cheap. It's the strategy of a winner, Byron.
Byron right now is the voice of a whining little boy who refuses to understand something he doesn't like, and Corey is the voice of the grown-up who's actually trying to explain why it's a smart move.
Look, all I'm saying is don't be a hypocrite.
Byron has the audacity to call Corey a hypocrite despite the fact that he's an obvious hypocrite himself, asshole.
For losing the title if you're Natalya.
Now wait.
Natalya's not the champion, dummy.
Corey just said what I was about to say, almost word for word too.
Oh my God, Naomi took everybody out!
Except for Carmella, she just fell over because she was tired and wanted an excuse to take a nap.
Another cheap shot. Boo-hoo.
Seriously, Corey, can I hire you, man? You would be one of the best co-hosts on Cinema Sins 2 Expansion, especially since I sin WWE on the outside while you sin it on the inside. And yeah, boo-hoo, Byron. Man, wrestlers on the outside never learned where to position themselves in the situation, always ruining the moment by making Charlotte not hit any of the competitors, let alone all of them. Post-match interview again.
She uses her family's name to cut corners.
And you don't?
The WWE Universe wants to turn their back on me!
I'm actually surprised it took Natalya up until now to realize that the WWE Universe had turned their back on her. That creepy-ass laugh. Samir, or is this Sunil? I don't know. Would have definitely done well portraying Pennywise the Dancing Clown with that laugh.
The modern day Maharaja.
That's the second time in 30 seconds that the Scene brothers had said modern day Maharaja. I like the Bludgeon brothers, but their outfits from this view look more like discount Sith Lord robes. They even have discount Thor hammers. I guess the message is they love Star Wars and Marvel. So Fandango and Tyler Breeze have been investigating this 2B case for the past 6 months, and this culminates with a 2-minute squash match at the hands of the Bludgeon brothers, who seem like the obvious suspects of 2B from the start. What a rip. No one cares what's trending.
Oh my God!
Well, whatever Harper did, I'm sure was impressive, and the Sins added because we didn't get to see what that was.
Rowan and Harper.
Well, thanks for reminding us what their names were. We totally thought their names were Scooter and Jimmy.
This is A+ talent.
Yet Sami Zayn was always treated like piece of crap talent.
The Yep movement.
More like the copyright infringement movement.
Kevin Owens beat my father.
With your father's permission too, might I add. Don't forget about that part, Shane.
I'm going to be the special guest referee.
Again? Seriously, when Shane McMahon announced himself as the special guest referee for yet another match involving Kevin Owens, I rolled my eyes with annoyance.
No 5-on-5 elimination.
I'm tired. I'm just gonna fall asleep in this position in the ring. Good night. Where's the Tylenol? My head is hurting from cringing at the off-sync singing. Off-sync music is very, very bad.
And their opponents.
With seeing how hyperactive Sammy can be, I'm amazed that Kevin Owens doesn't feel the least bit embarrassed that he's hanging out with him again.
Daniel Bryan has every reason to side.
One single pinfall victory as a guest referee, and Byron automatically believes that Daniel Bryan has a secret alliance with Kevin and Sammy. What a moron.
Situate that before you announce it on national television.
Shut the fuck up with your complaining!
Stand live. Here's the cover. Both men into a cover.
Daniel saw Shane already get in position for the count, but decides to jump in and cause massive confusion anyway. Shane says it was a 2 count, Daniel says it was a 1 count. Put them together, it was a 3 count, so is the match over? Also, with how many off-sync pinfalls counts there are in this match, does a double 2 count technically qualify as a 4 count? See? Now I just got confused.
That means they shall not pass. It's a resistance.
They shall not pass and resistance? Corey Graves managed to sneak in a reference to Lord of the Rings and Star Wars at the same time. Did anyone else catch that?
Men's.
By shouting out, "What is this?" Sami Zayn would be great at Cinema Sins 2 expansion. If I didn't believe before that Randy Orton was force sensitive, I'm a believer now. Otherwise, how did he manage to throw Kevin to the ground without even touching him? We interrupt Clash of Champions 2017 to bring you Shrek and Donkey's argument about whose half of the swamp this is. Is this the first time I made a reference to Shrek on these videos?
You want to try to take my job, Randy Orton?
Since Sami Zayn is new to this heel gimmick in the WWE, I think we should teach him that monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness, unless Kevin taught him that it helps when it clearly doesn't.
That was a slow counter.
Is Kevin seriously complaining about a 5 count for a disqualification being too slow? Does that mean he's trying to get himself disqualified? I'm even more confused now than I was before. That somehow looks and sounds wrong for some reason. Watch it with your eyes closed.
There's a cover on Owens.
After Daniel and Shane had that argument about whose side of the ring is what, Shane just proved that he never cared about that idea in the first place as he counts on Daniel's side.
What's Shinsuke thinking? Down. Looking for it.
Alright, I'll dock us in off of that turnaround into the triangle armbar. Very well done by Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wait a minute,
Daniel.
If Shane really did understand the rules of wrestling, he would know that if anyone's shoulders were down, even when a submission is taking place, the referee must count. So this argument with Daniel is completely stupid because it shows Shane's lack of knowledge. Shouldn't Shane or Daniel be counting out the wrestlers instead of being outside the ring as well? Oh my god, the Spanish announce table somehow wasn't the one that got destroyed. That should honestly be a nominee for 2017 Shocker of the Year. I'm not going to try and take advantage of the unconscious Sami Zayn. Instead, let me pose so you can stare at my sexy body. Whatever the hell Shane was doing just now. I believe Kevin should have gotten disqualified after he shoved Daniel onto Shane. That's what's supposed to happen when referees get attacked by the wrestlers in a traditional tag team match.
Hey, McMahon onto the count.
What an asshole for being on Daniel's side of the ring and for stopping the count like an unprofessional idiot.
Another one now. Sami Zayn. What was that?
You'd think I'd praise something like this. Hell no, I ain't praising this, even if it was payback for Shane's unprofessionalism. Daniel gets sin for being on Shane's side of the ring and for delivering a fast count, which is honestly worse than stopping a count. 2 wrongs don't exactly make a right. I've honestly given up at this point on WWE pay-per-views following the hype to their name anymore, since it's been over an hour since our last title match. Despite the fact that the Singh brothers have 2 fingers in the air to signal Jinder Mahal winning his 2nd WWE Championship, I can't help but say, peace! And then AJ Styles trips over something and falls on his face because he can't see where he's going. Final Fantasy VIII sucks sign. Who even cares about that? This is a WWE show, not a video game convention.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the...
I'll remove us in because thank you for not setting up the fans to say that stupid one fall chant. That was seriously one of the most annoying chants of 2017.
Elbow there, right to the side of the face.
More useless monologuing. Also, AJ stopped the Maharaja once before, and if you keep monologuing, guess who's going to end up on the losing section of this match? Jinder being a discount Chris Jericho with the arm raise.
Ringside. Oh, and again.
AJ gets kneed by Jinder, and almost 1 second later, he gets knocked out of the ring. This would have been convincing had AJ moved immediately upon getting kneed.
Change of complexion. Oh!
Wait a minute, wasn't this fucking table destroyed in the previous match when Kevin Owens gave Shinsuke Nakamura the frog splash? Why the hell did they repair the announce table in this case, but not in the hundreds of other cases over the years? If it's because this was the English announce table, then I'm adding in 3 sins for WWE once again being dicks to any country that's not American.
AJ's title is vulnerable once again.
Wouldn't any title be vulnerable considering they're up for grabs in matches?
This here. Oh!
I think this is the 6th time that WWE has shown us the replay of AJ going into the barricade. Wasn't that big of a deal, you know.
You cannot deny Jinder Mahal is a main event player.
Well, anybody could be a main event player, so we don't take that seriously anymore. Also, people have opinions and can deny anything they want.
Going for it! Going up top and
Once again!
If by once again you mean AJ once again thought that he could successfully connect a phenomenal forearm when his opponent was so damn close to the ropes and failed miserably, then you're right.
suplex and a back elbow here.
Did Tom Phillips seriously just refer to a Northern Lights suplex as a back elbow?
Into the cover, hook to the leg.
Obvious slow count is obvious. That's not how fast the referee was counting for the duration of this match.
In the ring.
It's a tug of war.
The Singh brothers are clearly interfering, and the referee sees it too. What does the referee do? He asks them politely to stop it instead of, I don't know, ejecting them?
Hook to the leg here. And
I'm starting to think that this referee is blatantly favoring AJ Styles by taking almost a full 2 seconds in between each count of the pinfall. What an asshole.
You don't think, oh.
Copyright infringement, which ultimately leads to Jinder Mahal's downfall. Why not just try the Colossus again or something?
This was a battle that we will not forget anytime soon.
Well, this is just awkward then.